injuries and new contracts, and what happened in week 2. And the game of the day is a good one between two undefeated teams. The only ones in the league is Ohio Marbleheads against Team Clean Fun. We are also celebrating 2 years of movie magic here at Cookie's Films. Now let's get started with the week 2 breakdown. Our first matchup is between King Drew and Chelsea's Clubhouse. Well, I told you I'd bounce back. I won 140 to 133. Devonta Smith had a big day with 27.1 points, along with Justin Herbert and the rookie B. John Robinson. Mike Evans did fine with 31.1 points, Josh Allen with 23, and James Conner with 18. But I remain victorious. And it was a close game between Team Clean Fun and 49ers Choppers. But Team Clean Fun won by 2 points, 122.68 to 120. Saquon Barkley running up with 27.2 points. Debo with 22 and Kenneth Walker with 18. Team Clean Fun won because they had a lot of players playing on Monday night. CeeDee Lamb, 27. Christian McCaffrey, 24, and Mr. Jackson, Action Jackson, 22.88 points. It was a win for Team Clean Fun, and it's one of the only 2-0 teams in the league. The other one is Ohio Marbleheads, and they were taking on Team Gucci. Ohio Marbleheads won 140.78, 135.52. T. Higgins had 28.9 fantasy points. Hayden Hawkinson with 25, and a Dallas defense with 16 fantasy points. Keenan Allen with 33 fantasy points. Jalen Hurts with 27, and Gritty Boy Justin Jefferson with 26.9. Ohio Marbleheads will be taking on the undefeated Team Clean Fun as the battle for the #1 spot begins. And Brown Skin Girls Royal Highness last week's game of the day, the marriage robbery. It was a win for Brown Skin Girl, 129 points to 99.16. Tyler Lockett had 25.9 fantasy points. Patrick Mahomes with 23, and D. Adams with 20.4. Derrick Henry, monster day for Royal Highness with 18.5. Garrett Wilson with 18.3, and Young Wei Koo with 13 fantasy points. Coming up is injuries and new contracts. It's time for injuries and breaking news. Amon-Ra St. Brown has a toe injury and is expected to play. Devonta Smith, Isaiah Pacheco, and Christian Watson all have hamstring injuries and are expected to play. Odell Beckham Jr., Anthony Richardson, and Dave Montgomery will all be out, as well as Deontay Johnson, who is on the IR. Breaking news, Kareem Hunt was recently signed by the Browns for a 1-year contract after the news that Nick Chubb's injury was season-ending. He'll be back up for Jerome Ford, the starting running back for the Browns. Cam Akers was also signed by the Minnesota Vikings. Kevin O'Connell says it's too early for him to go in week 1, so he go in week 3, so he will not play. Alexander Madison will be starting running back. But I wonder what happens when Cam Akers gets on the field for Minnesota, and what will that mean for Alexander Madison? Coming up, gold and garbage. Now time for gold and garbage. For gold, it's Puka Nacua. Puka Nacua right now leads the NFL in catches and had 35 yards from week 1 through 2 alone. But he hasn't scored a touchdown yet. I think this week is his week. Give me Puka Nacua have a big game. Another gold, Mike Evans. 31.1 fantasy points last week. I like the matchup against the Eagles. And he's on track for another 1,000-yard season. So give me Mike Evans as a gold. Garbage, Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts right now has 11 receptions through week 1 and 2. But in each game had only 2 receptions. He's getting targets, but he's not getting the volume. So that's why he's garbage. And Matthew Stafford. He's playing against Cincinnati. Not a very good defense, but I don't like the player around Stafford right now. Puka Nacua is good, but there's Tutu Atwell, Tyler Higbee, Karen Williams. The players around him are not good. He scored about 15 to 16 fantasy points from week 1 to week 2. So give me Matthew Stafford on the garbage list for this week. Time for game picks. King Drew versus King Gucci. Well, it's pretty obvious. Give me. I'm already up by 5 points thanks to Darren Waller. Team Gucci's 0-2, one of the 0-2 teams in the league. Bijan has 2 20-point games under his belt. Justin Herbert's still the gunslinger. He is. So give me King Drew to win. Royal Highness versus 49ers on Toppers. 49ers on Toppers is already up by 37.1 fantasy points. Deebo Samuel had 27. The Niners defense with 10. So give me 49ers Toppers to win. Brownskin Girls versus Chelsea's Clubhouse. 25 points for Brownskin Girls already thanks to George Kittle and Graham Gano. And Chelsea Clubhouse is another one of the 0-2 teams after their nice playoff run last year. So give me Brownskin Girls to win. Up next, the game of the day. For the game of the day. It's the only undefeated team left in the league. It's Ohio Marbleheads versus Team Clean Fun. Christian McCaffrey had 22.9 points, giving Team Clean Fun the lead. Ohio Marbleheads has a weak quarterback, and that's Matthew Stafford, and an injured DK Metcalf. So, give me Team Clean Fun in the first spot. Clean Fun, get it? Up next, it's Power Rankings Week. We'll tell you what happened in Week 3. A Week 4 breakdown, gold garbage, power ranking, and a whole lot more on next week's episode. Celebrating 2 years of movie magic, I'm Andrew Cook saying so long from Cook's Kids Film Studios.